15th, yeah, which means our last show on Reddit will be on Monday. What to, what to do that? Come to Twitch. Oh, it wasn't the Reddit people, it's just Reddit themselves. The actual. Yeah. Well, look at how much problem you get trying to log it, not trying to log in, trying to get a stream going each time. Every time you set it up, it says you've broken the platform's the site rules just by trying to stream. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I yeah, I was going to say maybe that's something that just needs to be throughout.
Oh, good evening, three people. Welcome to the Woody, Tracy, and Micky show.
Oh, there you go. Micky's decided. No, I think maybe that would be something that all three of us needs to think about during the day leading up to the stream. Not giving it serious thought, but just kind of like, what would you rather see in the title, rather than old people talking rubbish, blah 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 blah. And if we come up with snappier titles, it won't be every time because we've got lives to lead. But every now and then we'll come up with snappy titles that bring people in, that attract people. It could.
It's just me being here that attracts people.
Just
No, I just felt offish, really. To be fair, I still got this bloody cough on my chest. And hello, best pal. And I just feel down. Just feel a bit out of sorts with myself,
Micky, do you remember? I was saying that on Monday, and do you remember me and you left early Saturday, or relatively early, before Steve? And I was feeling like that then, and it lasted all through Saturday. And then Monday, I was still feeling out. So I feel a bit better now, but it felt like I was about to come down with something.
Yeah, and
but
that's yeah. So I've actually put the heating on today because I'm cold.
Fucking hell.
It's a joke, isn't it? It's a joke. But yeah, and then I don't know if you heard, Tracy, but I had a bit of bad news today that a guy that I spent about 3 or 4 years playing games with, although I haven't played with him for about a year now, because we had a bit of a disagreement and he left our clan, made his own one. But he's been given 6 months left to live with COPD, which, again, something I've got mildly that sort of brought it home a bit, I suppose. So yeah,
that's terrible. Yeah,
another one that's
he must be seriously bad with it, like on oxygen.
He smokes 40 to 60 roll-ups a day.
Oh, and he hasn't given up, even though he had the diagnosis.
Well, like I said, I haven't spoken to him in a while. I only got the message through a mutual friend, a friend who's still in contact with him. Yeah.
That's awful. It's not. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's always a shock to find these
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Did you expect people to carry on longer? You know, mind you, I had a friend of mine, one of the friends that I was actually talking about the other day when I said that we don't speak for months and then we'll speak. So we had like a whole morning today of rattling messages back and forth because she said
people can get people can get COPD who have never smoked.
Yeah.
Best pal. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you 2 years to pay off the fucking loan.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So my friend popped up in the. She stays up till all.
Best pal can't hear you, Steve.
Oh. Yeah. So yeah. So she popped up in the middle of the night. I was asleep, and she left a message saying that this person on. Do you remember eBid, the eBay rival? There was a person that we knew from the boards on eBid who had died, and I couldn't remember who this person was. She had to go through his avatar was this, and this was this, and this, and he was into this, and I suddenly went, oh yeah, I know who you mean. It's kind of like I wiped.
Okay, that should be it sorted. That should be it sorted.
Can you
hear him now, best pal?
Hey, Reddit, thanks for letting me know that I wasn't actually broadcasting. Thank you for that. Appreciated that, wankers.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. That's just the thing. So that's what they do. Oh, do you remember? Oh, months ago now, we were having a conversation about Woolworths and what we used to buy from Woolworths. It just reminded me. This cup, Woolworths, probably 1990. I bought, I think, 4. They were all slightly different designs, and I bought 4, and this is the only one left. And I treasure it because it's my Woolies 30 years old, 32 years old mug. Love it.
Have you washed it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just asking.
Every now and then. What's yours say? King what? King of the road?
No, mine's King of the Dad jokes, it says on it. My daughter bought it me for Father's Day.
Yeah, well, definitely King of the Dad jokes. What are you drinking tonight, Steve?
Coffee.
Well, cheers. Are we all on the coffee?
Yeah, we're all on the coffee. I've got an alcohol. Sorry, Mickey. What?
So we've got cafe du jour and not beer du jour.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a new graphic for that. At the moment, I'm in the middle of doing one for Poppy Day. I'm gonna do a background with poppies, Mickey.
Yeah, cool.
In fact, chat away there, and I'll sort of show you what I'm going to be doing. I'll give you a sneak preview of what we're doing. All right.
Yeah. So
anyway, Trace, what have you been up to?
I was just about to ask you. I
just told you what I've been up to. I've been not feeling well.
Yeah. No, I just wondered if there'd been anything you had managed to do, you know, in between shivering.
Sorry.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that on catch up tomorrow because I did. When did he go in, best pal? Matt Hancock. Did he go in tonight?
He must have gone in today.
Or I think he might have gone in yesterday, and we're seeing yesterday to today. But I want to. Yeah, I've apparently he was screaming or something at some point. Yeah, okay.
Because she had that one girl that didn't last 24 hours, did she?
Yeah, medical reasons. I heard a rumor.
Yeah, right. Okay.
COVID. Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, I heard a rumor it's possibly COVID because everyone was like, Twitter was going, oh, if she tested for COVID, then she shouldn't be in there, and everyone's going to get COVID now. It's a shame though because she's quite a nice person. In herself, and she comes across as being quite a nice person.
I think she walked in there, thought, fuck this, and went home.
Possibly, yeah.
Give me 200 grand. See you later.
They only get like a percentage. I think you can't walk in and walk out with the amount.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Yes. So
No, I couldn't sit with Matt Hancock. I'd want to shove me fucking hand up him. All right.
Piss out of it. I could rip the piss out of him, rip the shit out of him. Not physically, but just I think it's
verbally.
Yeah, I think it's terrible that he has been allowed to go in there for a start because of all the.
Well, he's had the whip taken away from him.
Oh, woo!
Yeah. Yeah.
He can't vote on important matters while he's in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, what I've been doing today was today and yesterday. I was my holiday in Scotland. The videos and stuff that I'd taken. What happened? What I did was I chucked some photos of the holiday up on Facebook, and that sort of had made me want to do some. Editing.
I better go and have a nose.
Yeah. Made me want to do some editing of the videos, which I'm not going to put them up on Facebook because they're long ones, they're the driving ones. So I'm going to put them up on YouTube. And so I started editing. I'm not going to heavily edit them, but there's a couple of times where a certain person says what speed he's doing. So I thought that needs to go. And because I'm like, recording. And then there's one time that he uses the C word for a bad driver who cuts in front of us. And I don't mind the swearing and stuff, but I didn't want the C word on there. So I just bleeped that out, and that's it, really. So
you're right, best pal, he is, yeah.
I totally agree.
I saw a good meme on Matt Hancock today. I don't know if you ever saw the photograph of him kissing that woman in his office.
Yeah.
But somebody substituted the woman for a kangaroo.
And I've seen one of him it substituted the woman for a witchetty grub. That's really nice, Steve. That's very peaceful.
Oh, I like that.
That's very peaceful, and it's not too I don't know what the word is. I don't
morbid.
know what the word is. Huh?
Not too morbid.
Yeah, it's not too morbid, and it's not too I know what I mean, like as in I can't think of the word.
No,
but nice.
See you tomorrow. You can say night to Donna if you like. Waving at you.
Yeah, no, I agree. He tells people you're not allowed to see dying relatives when swanning about kissing random women. The whole government were just shitheads like that anyway. You're not allowed to see your dying relatives, but we're going to have parties anyway. He's flirting with people in camp already. Now, honestly, I know that there's women who are drawn to powerful men and men in power and money and all that kind of stuff, but he just seems like a very limp bit of lettuce, very weedy, and just. Like,
he's my sister's MP, actually.
very weaselly, very kind of.
But talking about wheeze. Sorry, carry on.
No, I was going to say I would rather. I've got to think of his name now. Yeah, I've got it now. I'd rather shag Michael Gove than Matt Hancock.
Oh my God.
But talking about Weasley people, I don't know if you've been reading the papers or watched the news or anything. Gavin Williamson.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Finally, they've done something about him.
He's served as a cabinet minister on the 3 prime ministers. He's been sacked 3 times. Sir Gavin Williamson, this is. Well, he should lose that for a start.
Well, if he's been sacked, Rishi should bring him back then.
Well, no, Rishi. Actually, he's resigned from Rishi's government, but I mean, he should have been fucking sacked. Well, he shouldn't have been in there in the first place for bullying, abusing people. He told one of his civil servants to slit a throat and jump out the fucking window. And his words, not mine, those were.
Absolutely nasty piece of work. Absolutely nasty piece of work.
And he is, and he's a bully. And apparently, I mean, I was listening to when he was the chief whip, one of his deputies.
Would you prefer that one, Micky?
Oh, that's nice as well. I like that one. It's a bit stiller. It's not so.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That one.
I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, his deputy has come out and said that apparently an MP was in a bit of dire straits, so he asked her to write him a check and said, when you give him that check, tell him I now own him. Huh?
Yeah.
You don't fucking say that to me. I mean, and then he was bitching because he wasn't invited to the royal funeral. Huh? And he's blaming everybody.
Yeah.
And you know, but he was abusive and rude with it and swearing at. He's just a nasty piece of work. I mean,
there was something that happened.
Unfortunately, if he'd said that to me, he'd been sitting on his fucking arse, no matter how short I am.
There was something that happened. I can't remember how long ago. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. It was sort of around the Dominic Cummings stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something going around about Gavin Williamson. But they couldn't get rid of him because it was like there was a not stage photo, but a photo of him sat at his desk or on the desk, and there was the actual whip,
mm-hmm.
On display, and it was kind of like saying, "You can't do anything about me because I can do stuff about you."
Yeah, and that's exactly how he is.
Yeah. Awful.
I'm going to leave this background here for today and Friday, Mickey. All right?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you all right with that, Tracey?
Like that.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm absolutely fine. Yeah.
I said I'd do something for Remembrance Day. So
I prefer that to the other one. The other one's moving.
Yeah, the other one jerked a bit. This one doesn't. So.
And also the other one was like it was going down. I know this one's moving slightly, but the other one was going downwards. And if you have that going on when you're not looking at it, you're going to get motion sick. So.
Yeah, I can see this one loops a bit, but it's not so bad. The jump.
No, it's cool.
The jump at the end of the loop isn't so bad, so that'll do.
Best Pal says King Charles also got egged today. I saw the news about that, but then Bovine says they took the egger to the stocks. Oh, did they really? I'd love that if they did that.
We've got three viewers on Reddit. Hello, Reddit.
Are they all having a massive, great, big, interesting intellectual conversation?
No, they're all having a match debate.
Just joking. Oh, but bad dad joke.
For Christ's sake, BSCs, don't egg him on, for Christ's sake. Huh?
Oh.
We have enough control in Best Pal as it is without you egging him on.
Best Pal. I got in a Woody Show style dig at Best Pal in my pre-show stream because he came in and he said that one of the apprentices dropped a brick on Best Pal's head today, so he's got an headache. And I was like, you know what the Woody Show would be saying. The other guys would be going, what? Who is this apprentice? Your cousin? Oh, dear.
Hopefully it's knocked some fucking sense into him.
I'm going to have to wear a not red shirt. I'm going to go and change a shirt in a minute. When I go and get a cup of coffee, I'm going to go and change my shirt.
Yeah, don't put a green one on, will you?
The only clean one I've got at the moment is a green one. I might have an orange one somewhere. No, that's in the wash.
I was thinking about your green screen.
A green one would work because it would just blend the poppies in front of you.
Yeah.
I thought it was excellent for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like
I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it.
You actually, Steve, to be honest, it goes in with the colour scheme. And me wearing black and Micky wearing almost black, it all
grey and white
goes really well. Grey and white.
Should I wear stockings or tights?
What colour are the stockings and what colour are the tights?
Well, I've got white or brown.
Knocked a couple of brain cells out, so it's worrying. Fuck me, yeah, that because must only leave you with one, mate.
Yeah.
Wear knee-high socks.
So when we lose Reddit, I'm going to lose this bit here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we won't need it anymore.
Bollocks Reddit.
I just can't believe that Reddit have stopped streaming. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
On that subject of Reddit, what got me thinking was we're going to have to do a little bit of
steady.
I know it creaked. I know. But we're going to have to do a bit of looking poos about on Google and stuff to try to find out, or on Reddit itself, where are the Reddit streamers going?
You now.
Huh?
You Now.
Right, that's where they're going because
And
where
D Live. You Now and D Live.
Where they go is where the viewers will go.
Not necessarily.
If they've got fans,
yeah,
I'm just wondering.
There won't be our viewers. There won't be our viewers that go there.
No, but it's an audience. That's all I was wondering. Because I mean, if they were coming to, if they were coming to Twitch, then they'd see us in the listings because they'd be looking around and going, "Well, this is a new place. How do we work this?" Best pal, you're right. Reddit just sitting there with their mouths open. Steve does an excellent impression of Reddit with their mouth open, if he's listening. Yeah. And then when they talk, what do they do? When we talk, what do they do? Like, oh dear. I forgot what I was saying now. So you've just not been feeling too well, Micky, and not managed to.
There you go. Link in the chat, Tracy.
Oh, thank you. So how do you know that they've gone over to here?
I read Reddit.
That's what I was asking. That's what I was saying. So you've already done the research. So that's
interesting. Yeah, I've done the research.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that this was even a thing.
I know.
Oh, well, that's what? Chest drops every 666. Gaming, singing, positivity. Oh, chest drop. Oh, that must be. Okay. God. Oh, and
there you go. That's where they are. That's where a lot of people are. As you can see, there's a whole range of people on there.
Apparently, I'm a celeb viewers are getting seriously triggered by Matt Hancock's laugh. One said Dr. Evil was less scary.
I can't remember how he laughs.
I don't know. I've got no time for the program.
No, it's not a program that interests me either. It's really something that doesn't interest me at all. It really doesn't interest me at all. I'm a celebrity. To be honest with you, I have enough living my own reality, let alone living somebody else's fucking reality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have enough trouble living my own fucking life. I mean, it's only tonight, right, that my missus said to me in the car, I said, I'm quite enjoying being bald. And she looked at me and said, do you know, I don't like it. Right? 3 months of me being bald, she decides to tell me she doesn't like it. I said, what? She said, I don't like it. She said, I never have. And she said, I can't wait until you finish your chemo and your hair all grows back curly so I can laugh at you.
You always buy a wig.
Yeah, always buy a wig, yeah. I told you they offered me a wig. They offered me a wig, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah. Well, the
NHS one.
Yeah, an NHS one. They said you're probably going to lose your hair with this treatment. Do you want to speak to our wig specialist? We're sitting there like that. I mean, honestly, everybody I know, every man that I know that's had a wig has always had the nickname Wiggy.
Yeah.
Because you can spot them from a mile off. Women are a bit different, but with men wearing a wig, you can spot them from a mile off, can't you, Micky?
Yeah.
A syrup, when you got a syrup on your head, it's fucking ridiculous. So no, I didn't, and I started shaving my head. Then the missus says to me, but I don't like bald men. I never have liked bald men. And I said, you cream your knickers at Bruce Willis. And she said, oh yeah, but that's different.
How's it different?
I don't know.
Well, she's not getting excited over Bruce Willis because he's bald.
Oh.
She's just getting excited over Bruce Willis. I think perhaps she was probably, like, when you first got rid of the hair, she was probably trying to get used to it. And she's decided after 3 months she can't get used to it and she doesn't like it.
Well, I quite like it because when I get up in the morning, I only have to spend half an hour doing my hair now.
Yeah.
I don't see how she can't like it because she never had fucking much before.
Silence.
We've got 8 viewers today. Hello, 8 viewers on Twitch. How you all doing? We got one viewer on Reddit. Hello, Reddit.
Bye, Reddit.
Bye, Reddit. Yeah, bye, Reddit.
Anyway, apparently there was another stabbing in one of the London stations today, wasn't there?
Oh, I don't know. It's London. There's always stabbings. I'm going to go and get a cup of coffee. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I was trying to find it again on my feed, but I can't find it. So.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. We had 3. For Britain, it was quite significant deaths yesterday. All in yesterday's. There was Bill Treacher or Treacher, don't know, who was Arthur in EastEnders.
Yeah.
There was Tom Owen, which is Bill Owen's Compo's son in Last of the Summer.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yep. So his son died. And Leslie Phillips has gone.
Oh, what, the Carry On geezer?
Very, very posh bloke. You know.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I can't think of what was his catchphrase. Didn't he say something like "absolute shower"? I can't think of what he said, but he was very, very over the top posh. Yeah.
Yes.
He was in his 90s, but he was always one of those people that everybody thought he died years ago, and he hadn't.
Ding dong and well,
Ding
hello
dong.
there.
Ding dong. That's it.
Well, hello there.
What?
Well, hello there.
Oh, well, hello. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Well, hello
7th of
there.
November he died, apparently, yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. That was all 3 of those were yesterday. When I said absolute shower, I was thinking of Terry Thomas, wasn't I? But he was another guy who was very posh and well known for playing posh comedy characters. With Leslie Phillips dying, there's one person left of the original Carry On crew, and that's
I didn't realise that Leslie Phillips was in Harry Potter.
Yeah, he was the hat.
Ah, right.
Yes.
He was the hat. He was the hat.
I didn't realise that.
Ding dong.
Ding dong, and yeah, well, hello there. Have you been keeping tabs on the American midterms?
No.
It looks like Trump's running again. It looks like Trump's running.
I did see
like
the Florida state one make a statement yesterday on Facebook.
Who? What?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I missed everything you said, Micky.
I said I did see a statement that the governor of Florida made yesterday, saying that lots of people are going to Florida, fleeing from from the Democrats' states, because he's a Republican. But I did hear that the House of Representatives is being taken over again by the Republicans, so I believe. But
Oh God! Oh, we missed Neep. Hello, Neep Head.
Yep. Oh, I didn't see him pop in there. All right, Neep.
Good evening, Neephead. How are you? How are you doing, my friend?
Pal was getting a combo going, and Neep, you popped in there. So sorry, we weren't ignoring you.
So yeah, it looks like to me, right? It looks like there's civil war happening over there. I just thought I'd mention that for our American viewers if we've got any, but we can come back to that if they want to talk about that. I can see at the moment they're not engaging.
I'll have to browse the next couple of days on Twitter because I can see stuff coming up and I just keep ignoring it because their voting system is even more convoluted than ours. I know it's kind of sort of the difference between a general election and local elections, but the way that it's all done with all the they lose me. So anyway, Neep says that they're good, thanks. So yeah. So
I really fancy Nicola Sturgeon. Did I ever tell you that, Neep? I really fancy Nicola Sturgeon.
You did.
Yeah.
He's never mentioned it before, has he, Micky? No. Not repeatedly.
I just thought I'd mention it, just in passing.
He likes the cranky look, the Jimmy cranky look.
I can't tell you what I know about Nicola Sturgeon because she's got one of those super injunctions that says you can't mention that she swings both ways.
Yeah, no, you can't mention that because
you can't mention it. It's a super injunction.
Yeah.
You can't mention it that she likes the monk's rug.
Generally Generally speaking, does it really matter?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does when you're in bed. Yeah, it does, actually.
No,
it really does matter. No, it really does matter, right? It really does matter. Yes, it's very important that you be in bed with a rug muncher, all right? It is very important. 2 rug munchers in bed with you matters, all right? So, yes, it does matter, Tracy.
Steve, I know, but Neep says she loves bald men too. So there you
go. I know. So, yes, it does matter. It does matter if somebody's a rug muncher.
No, I know that. I'm talking about the putting super injunctions on things. Really, does it matter if a politician likes it this way, likes it that way, or likes it up there? Does it really matter in the grand scheme? I don't know what people, when they get the super injunctions, have got to hide.
What, a politician has kinky sex? What a surprise.
Yeah.
What was that politician that got done for wearing a Chelsea hat, getting his bird to wear a Chelsea outfit, and was into autoerotic throttling? What was that politician? Do you remember that politician?
David Mellor.
Yeah, David Mellor used to get his bird to wear a Chelsea outfit, which was about 20 years younger than him, and he used to hang himself while he was having sex, and he got caught doing it on Clapham Common, didn't he?
Oh God, I hope it.
Tracy.
It's
a pity he didn't fucking succeed.
Tracy, Micky's on Pornhub again.
I'm not.
He's looking for what you're talking about on the see if he can find evidence of it. But I just honestly their sex lives or the way that they swing or whatever really doesn't make a jot of difference.
Isn't it compulsory at Eton?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It makes no difference if they're a good politician.
Yeah.
I don't care where they're getting the sex from as long as it's legal. As long as it's legal, I don't care what they're doing. Honestly, I really don't care. As long as they're a good politician and they do good for the country, I really don't care what they get up to in their private life.
Oh, this fucking lot ain't, are they?
No. The public are bullying Matt Hancock.
Good.
We're getting our own back.
He deserves it.
How interested am I in what Mank Hancock is doing?
Mank Hancock. Maybe this is what it is, though. Maybe he's gone in there to have public humiliation. Maybe that's his kink. He's gone in there to have public humiliation, and he's getting a buzz off it, literally.
Just wake me up when you've stopped talking about Matt Hancock.
He's going to get voted in for every single trial on I'm a Celeb. But he's
I told you, I have enough of my own fucking reality, let alone living anybody else's reality.
He's not going to be able to do some of the trials because apparently he's got trench foot.
So what?
No, but I mean, I just can't imagine how or where he got trench foot.
Well, if he's got trench foot, what the fuck's he doing in the jungle? Because it'll just get worse. I reckon he'll get voted for every single trial. I really do. Just people getting their own back on him.
Screaming over eating grubs and things like that, and spiders on his face. Oh, giant.
Yeah, but you've got to have some actual feelings for it to upset you. That bloke is. You just look at him and he's got fucking.
There's nothing, is there?
There's nothing there, is it?
No,
huh?
No.
I mean, he was health secretary with no compassion.
Awful.
You know, just
yeah.
No time for the fucking bloke.
Yes.
Anyway, apparently the shadow health secretary has been overheard calling Jeremy Corbyn senile in the House of Commons. Oh dear.
And again,
you can't make it up. That's ITV News for you.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Really? It's like a little fucking. Well, it's like preschool, isn't it?
This is what,
it really is. The fucking House of Commons is like preschool.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to repeat just in case it is a problem. But I'm not going to repeat what DJ Paulsy P told us. That he got banned a 3-day ban off Reddit for, but for the word, he used the word idiot, and he got 3-day ban for that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, really? There could have been a worse things that he could have said or used or whatever. Idiot.
And there are a lot worse words said on Reddit.
Idiot is just like a general, like you go, oh yeah, Mickey's just being an idiot.
It's a personal opinion. It's and
it's not even a really bad slight because we can all be idiots. So just
I'm making a living out of being a fucking idiot. So I mean, come on.
But yeah, I think that he could have used so many different words that are a hell of a ton worse and nastier and really like personal or really derogatory. And he didn't. He used that word and got a 3-day ban. I mean, really, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, anybody wondering what we're talking about?
Diabolical.
We had 11 watchers on Reddit. Wow. Hello, Reddit. How you doing? You've suddenly appeared out of nowhere. 11 watchers, which is phenomenal. Come and say hello. Come and say hi. This is...
you don't expect them to speak, do you, Steve?
I don't actually expect Reddit to speak. I know what Reddit's like. But listen, Reddit, you're losing streaming in a few days forever. So please come and say hello before it's too late. Don't just sit there and watch. You're actually losing streaming. We're on Twitch at the moment, by the way. You can join us on Twitch if you like. And you'll be able to see the full screen there. Poppies in the background are symbolic because it's Remembrance Day coming up soon. So... I watched a brilliant film last night, by the way, guys. I watched All Quiet on...
Before you say that, I just want to say to the Reddit people who are looking, that link there that I was just pointing to, that's where you can see all of us. See, when I lean in like that, you can see me, but generally, me and Micky are being cut out of the picture. And from next week, when Reddit closes, you need to see us here.
As soon as you started talking, we lost our watchers. Right, I saw a brilliant film last night, All Quiet on the Western Front. It's not the one with Richard Thomas out of the Wolves, right? It's not that one. It's a remake, and it's from the German perspective. It's a German film, dubbed in English and subtitled in English. Absolutely fantastic film, nearly 3 hours long, but a fantastic film. It's on Netflix. If you get a chance, watch it. It really is a very good film. It's about 4 friends that go off to fight in Flanders, and I won't tell you what happens, but they go off to fight in Flanders, and it starts off with the high hopes of the young and innocent and the horrors of war, and it really does show war as to be the horrors that it is. But it is an excellent film, and they're not fighting the British, by the way; they're fighting the French. But it is a very good film, and it is well worth watching. Sean, who doesn't like war films, thoroughly enjoyed it last night because it's an anti-war film. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you get a chance, watch it. It's on Netflix. I thought I'd mention that. So yes, Reddit, come and say hi. Look, you haven't got long now. You've got what are we on? We are on 6 days now. 6 days before Reddit stops streaming forever. So come and say hi. Just come and say anything, even if it's piss off. So we know that you're alive, or come over to us on Twitch. Yeah, that's it. Micky, go over to you. You've been a bit quiet tonight. I'm signing up for you now, by the way, while you're doing that. I'm just letting you know.
I know you would be.
To see if I can stream on there without too much effort.
Yeah, well, Micky's doing his wiki, Micky. So have you got any more stories going?
No, not at the moment.
Micky's not doing his wiki, Micky. He's done fuck all on wiki, Micky.
He's doing his wiki, Micky.
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, yeah.
Charging £400 a person for a New Year's Eve dinner, not including a drink.
That's disgusting. But I guess he can charge it because people will pay it. No? People will pay it so he can charge it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
and what you'll get is you'll get a little bit of steak with a leaf on it.
Exactly. One chip.
One chip that's sort of balanced on the side of it. And then if there's a fish course as well, it'll probably be a couple of little white bait.
Well, the starters are duck tea, Madeira orange and whipped liver tartlet.
That sounds quite nice, actually. But that'll be that big because tartlet is smaller than a tart. What?
Roast veal sweetbreads.
Oh my God!
No, thank you.
Oh, what? Cow's knackers. Oh no!
Roast veal sweetbreads, toasted grains.
Is sweetbread? Is it their testicles or is it their thyroid? Is it both?
No, it's
thyroid, isn't it?
I can't remember, but it's not the bollocks.
No, I thought it was I think it's the thyroid. It's something. Or the pancreas.
But it's just.
Oh, anyway, carry on.
That's it, something like that.
Well, basically, he's serving up because there's the liver in there, the sweetbreads. He's serving up offal for 400 quid per person.
Yeah, and a bit of duck tea to go with it. Huh?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I want my duck crispy.
Want a bottle? 150 quid if you want a bottle of wine.
Ow!
It's 6 quid in Asda. Thank you. I'll stick with me 6 quid.
The grapes himself.
Fuck you,
Jesus. For 150 quid, I'd want good champagne.
Oh, and I don't know, did I mention last week that that Ed Sheeran has been filming down on our beach?
Yeah.
Both last week and well, he's back again today, filming for his next video.
Copyright court battle.
What? No, for his next video.
Not his next copyright court battle then.
No. But my grandson went down last week and met him.
I bet your grandson was thrilled. I want to wash my hands.
He was. That's why he stood there all day in the fucking rain.
Oh.
Yeah, he was. He really was. Not everybody's cup of tea, I know, little Ginger Whinger, but he's a local celebrity because he comes from Suffolk.
Yep.
And he's chosen our beach to film this, but he's back again today. Just another bit of useless information for you.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you sign up already?
Yes, yeah, I've signed up and I've worked it all out, and I'll do our first stream on Friday night, me and Micky on Friday, so we'll go for that and see what happens.
Worked out already.
Yeah, I've worked out already. I'm a genius when it comes to you know that I fuck up a lot, but I'm a genius when it comes to the technical stuff. I've already worked out how to do it.
No, you're a genius at pressing the button and
fucking up.
Going right.
He's a genius at fucking up.
Like,
It's only when I'm live I fuck up.
I'm forcing myself onto this stream. Fucks up. Oh no, that's good. Do it somewhere else. But yeah, Twitch might not like it because of the fact that it's not a short thingy. Short. Oh, I don't know.
I didn't say anything about Twitch. I said I might try it on Friday. Mike, the chemo's making my teeth go very yellow. Look.
Oh.
Yeah. I noticed that the other day. My teeth are going very yellow indeed. Look. Very yellow. Can't believe it. Does you now let you click through random streams? That was the best thing about Reddit. I don't know. I haven't played about with it that much. I only heard about it the other day, Neatped. So it's got a front page like Twitch, and it's got subscriptions like Twitch. But that's all I could tell you. There is another one they're talking about called D Live as well, but I don't know much about that.
I think when he says some old gits moaning about everything and nothing, he's talking about us.
Yeah.
He's gone,
I think
he's
right.
true. Guitar guy, next someone's dog sleeping, next some old gits moaning about everything and nothing yet.
My fingernails are also going the same colour yellow as my teeth because they're the same stuff, but I can't believe how yellow my teeth are going. It's unbelievable. And it's all down to chemo. I noticed it when I went to put my dentures in the other day. I thought, shit, you hell. But yeah.
Well, how can they go yellow if they're not in your mouth? You left them out in the sun?
No, because it didn't match the colour of my dentures, you dickhead.
We just said when you went to put your teeth in.
Yeah, when I went to put my teeth in, I put my dentures in, and I thought, fucking hell, my teeth are yellow.
His dentures
is what I said.
And his teeth are yellow.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you've got some teeth without your dentures.
I haven't got my dentures in at the moment.
Do you think he'd have paid for those?
Look.
Well, no, I suppose not.
I don't know, Neeped. I don't know anything about you now. I just heard about it the other day. I've only just had a quick look on it to see if I could stream on it, and I can with the software that I've got. So, and I don't know if it's something that I even want to do. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with Twitch at the moment. We've got 7 viewers on Twitch.
The feeling of Twitch, it feels so comfortable to use, easy to use.
It does.
On the computer and on the phone, because I watch you guys on the phone on a Friday sometimes, and also when we were doing the streaming when we were on holiday, it was so easy to use. It was just so user friendly, both from a streamer point of view and a viewer point of view. I love.
When I started talking, then our viewers went up on Reddit, and as soon as you started talking, they went down again. Tracey, it's you.
It must be me. Bye.
It's you.
Oh, no,
they don't like you. They don't like you.
I know what I'll do. Look here. If I just sit over here, there you go. Now Reddit can't.
Yeah, that's it. They can't see you on Reddit. No, they can't see you, can they?
Can't...
Are you watching on Reddit?
No. No.
Well, how do you know they can't see you then?
Because I watched the Skype box.
The Skype isn't Reddit though. It's a different screens altogether.
Can you see me on Reddit?
No.
The Skype box is almost the right proportions, so they can't.
It's almost. It's similar. It's similar.
See me now. They can hear me, so perhaps
they can hear you. Yeah, they can hear you.
Perhaps
yeah.
It's.
They can't see.
I open my mouth and they go, "Oh God, the ugly woman is speaking now."
Well, it's staying at 11 viewers now on Reddit, so they're ahead of Twitch, which is unusual, but they're not saying anything. They're all sitting there.
And when you ask them a question...
They've got their phones right, and they're all sitting there with a typing thing again. Does anyone know how to use this?
Oh, I wish they'd come...
Can we talk?
I wish they'd come in and argue back and go, actually, we can type. And then you can have a conversation with them.
How can they do that? They're going... No, I don't know. Can somebody find me a responsible adult, please?
Anton Decker in twitches at Matt Hancock's as Matt Hancock squeals during his first trial.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we talking about that again?
Dear.
I know how to stop Micky talking about fuck. Right, from now on, if you talk about I'm a celebrity, you're going off air.
Oh,
get me out of here!
Nobody gives a shit.
I'm a free man. One thing that I've noticed that Twitch has given us is the ability to sort your followed channels into the order that you want them to be, which I really like, because for some reason it doesn't matter how often we stream and how often the other things stream, the Woody's place is always at the bottom of the list, and I always have to click show more. I want it to be at the top. I want it to be at the top so that I can click straight on it. So there you go. Micky, do you watch all the reality programs?
I don't watch any programs.
I really don't give a... He doesn't watch any programs, Neep. I don't know if Steve's got your microphone off or anything, your sound off, audio. He doesn't watch any TV programs at all. I would watch Big Brother if it was still on, and it is coming back next year on ITV2, so I'm going to give it a chance. I do like Big Brother. I used to watch I'm a Celebrity, but then I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, I suddenly decided I didn't like watching celebrities eating live grubs and things, so I just stopped watching. And it was the trials, and I just got bored of it. But that was it. I don't really do reality programs myself. For things like, I'm not into Love Island. I've got friends who say to me, "Oh, did you see Love Island?" No, because I'm not a dickhead.
Sorry.
Were you laughing at me then, or Steve?
No. Elon Musk has already scrapped the labels of official, under account, and verified real accounts, claiming from here on out the blue check will be the greater level.
It's not, though. It's not. It's going to appeal more to the scammers and the ones with the big egos, but nothing to
Now it seems he's rode back upstream on that front.
What do you mean? What's he doing?
He's decided he's not going to do it now. Within 2 hours of him doing it, he's reversed
So
it.
basically, it's going to be how it always was.
Yes.
Well, that was just a waste of bloody time, then, wasn't it? Waste.
Exactly.
We can all see how terrible that would be, just because the scammers would be happy to pay $9 or whatever it is a month to try to prove that there's something, and they're not. Deep says, I thought Micky
then said the blue check will be the greatest leveler.
Anyway. I thought Micky had Get Me Out of Here on in the background or something going by how much he was talking about it.
No. I'm just scrolling through news items and things.
I think the thing is, Neep, is the fact that it's got Matt Hancock in it, and it's the crossover of the dickhead politician into the reality TV show.
And Tracy's disappeared off the screen.
Sure.
Must be because you meant, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Right, that just leaves me then. So let's talk about the serious stuff, shall we? Let's talk about the serious stuff. I've got the poppies there because it's Remembrance. It's Remembrance Sunday coming up soon, so I thought I'd have a nod to poppies. Have you stopped talking now, you two? Yep, they've stopped talking. Right, let's bring them back. Right, okay. Right, and I thought I'd have a
Matt Hancock. What a fucking talker he is.
Right, okay, it's no problem. So, what else have we got going on? Let's have a look and see what else we've got going on. How many watchers have we got? We've got 6 viewers on Twitch, and we've got 2 viewers. They can't hear you, Micky. You can talk away. They can't see you, and they can't hear you. So, oh no, they can hear you on Twitch. They can hear you on Reddit, but they can't hear you on Twitch. They can hear you on Reddit. So there we go. So. We stop talking about that shit television program, or do I just have to end the stream? Because I'm being dead serious here. If we carry on talking about it, I really will just end the stream. All right? Seriously, guys. I can't begin to tell you how serious I am. If you're going to carry on talking about it, I will end the stream. Right? I'm bringing you back. We talk about it, the stream goes. All right? Seriously.
I'll tell you what. See you later.
Has he gone? He's gone. Oh, I've lost your audio. Hang on, Trey. Oh, fuck. He's because Micky's gone, we've lost your audio. I'll have to call you back. I'll have to call you back. I'll have to call you back. I've broken it. You have to bear with me a minute. I've got to sort it out. Sort it out. Right. Let's try that now. Right. Let's call everybody back and see. Hopefully that should start working. So. Nope. I've got to reboot Skype. So when Micky quit, he called Skype to crash. So give me a second and I'll bring everybody back when I've got Skype working again. Oh dear. I love all these technical issues. That's the only problem with Skype, is it does that. If you quit a call in the middle of it, it crashes everything out. So I should have to bring it back. Right, let's try that now. Right, let's ring the group and see if it comes back. Hopefully that should come back. Nope, just me then. Right, okay. That's just me. They're not answering, so it's just me. All right, just me then. So we're not going to talk about I'm a Celebrity. Right, so it's just me. It's just me then. So there we go. Neephead, What's new with you? Just out of curiosity. I was on Twitch though. I was talking about Elon Musk. I did notice, that he's been making lots of decisions, and he's been chopping and changing them. Yesterday, he was actually calling people some very rude names. And I caught about 10 tweets from him, and then all of a sudden he deleted them and then denied that he was actually doing it. So I'm not sure. I mean, he might be the world's richest man, but I'm not sure if he's totally losing the plot or not. I think he might have some. I think he might have some mental health issues. I'm pretty sure he has, because the way he's been ranting and then deleting things on Twitter and then bringing things in and changing things. I saw another tweet from him today where he said he was going to bring out some new stuff in Twitter that might work, and then it might not work, and it's going to be some stupid stuff. And I thought, what's he doing? And the other thing is that he's caught Stephen Fry. Stephen Fry, with 12.5 million viewers on Twitter, has left. Stephen Fry has left Twitter. He made a big fuss about it when he sulked. Not much really. Uncle back in hospital, getting into radiotherapy this week. What's wrong with your uncle, Nate? I didn't realise you had an uncle in hospital, so I really didn't realise. I really didn't realise that you had an uncle in hospital. I tried calling the other two, but they're not answering, so I guess they're sulking then, so we'll leave it at that. But I'm sorry, I really cannot stand that television programme. And I've said it enough times, I really can't stand it. I have absolutely no interest in him at all. None at all. So yeah, what's up with your uncle, Nate Ped? Obviously getting radiotherapy, which means he's got cancer. Oh no, found more tumours in his lymph nodes, I think, getting radiotherapy on that. That's where I've got cancer in my lymph nodes. I mean, if he's got lung cancer and it's spreading to his lymph nodes, what do they call that? They call that metastatizing, I believe. And it's a secondary, and they're the ones that are dangerous. They are the ones that are dangerous. The metastatizing ones. So that's a shame. Did he smoke? Was he a smoker? I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story about a guy I'm as you know, I'm on chemotherapy, and I had chemotherapy on Friday, and there's this guy in the same ward with me that has chemotherapy on the same day with me, who's actually a smoker. And he keeps going out and having a cigarette. He's having his chemotherapy. He's got lung cancer, and he's having his chemotherapy, and he keeps wandering out about once every half an hour. He unplugs his infusion pump, and he wanders out of the ward into the car park, and he sits underneath the sign that says no smoking anywhere on the hospital grounds, and he has a cigarette. And I see the nurses, and I see them looking at him, and they're all looking at him. They're all disappointed. And one of the nurses said to me, she wasn't talking about him, or she didn't mention him specifically, but she said to me, she said, if I had my way, we wouldn't treat smokers. And I thought, yeah, that's very true, because you're not really helping yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, I used to be a smoker. I gave up smoking nearly 4 years ago now. Nearly 4 years ago. And when I was back in 2019, they told me I had a serious lung condition. It's not COPD like Micky's got. It's something called bronchiectasis. And they told me I had a serious lung condition, and I gave up smoking that day. And I haven't smoked since, because I actually want to get better. I really do want to get better. I gave it up. But this guy, he goes out with his infusion pump and he smokes, and I don't understand it. Now, Micky did say the other day, maybe he thinks that he's got nothing else to live for. And I thought, well, if that's the case, why are you having chemotherapy? I can't. I'll try again then, Tracy. I'll try again. But it kept saying no answer. I'll try again. I'll start the call. It kept saying no answer. Right. There we go. It kept saying no answer. Oh, got you. Are you back? Can you hear me? Right, okay. All right, let's find you where we are. My Skype actually crashed out.
Oh yeah, I restarted mine as well.
Right, okay, that's why. I know. So, like I was saying, this guy, he doesn't want to. It's like he doesn't want to get better, and he said he had nothing else to live for. And I thought that's a crazy attitude. Is the theory that he's been that's why he's doing it. But I just can't wrap my head around it. That why, if you've got lung cancer, is it that you want to you want to go out and smoke during your treatment? I mean, why? Why? That's crazy. And the nurse, like I said, the nurse said that if she had her own way, she wouldn't treat people like that. If you missed what I was saying, Tracy.
I did. No, I don't think I missed them because I had the sound up.
All right.
So I've just I had the sound up while I was waiting for Skype to reload. So there we go. Anyway, right. So what? Oh, I'm just having a look at the chat now. So.
Yeah, I'm just talking to Neatped. He's showing all about his uncle's got lung cancer. Another. I was going to ask. I did ask Neatped. Was he a smoker? Just out of curiosity. I know you don't have to be a smoker to get lung cancer.
Yeah, he said there he used to smoke. Stopped a good few years ago.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't see that. Hang on.
Above me, where I said I have no missed calls in Skype. So.
Oh, he's also on blood thinners. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I'm on blood thinners as well. I'm on Clexane because of blood clots. But yeah, I used to smoke. Yeah, I know. It's the thing about lung cancer is it even if you do give up smoking, it's no guarantee you won't get it at a later date. And I believe it's the UK's biggest killer, isn't it? Biggest cancer killer, isn't it? Either that or breast cancer. I believe it's one of the two.
God, I can't remember because I'm sure it used to be something like colon cancer, but because of screening, that's sorted itself out. I can't remember. You'll have to look up the cancer rate.
Okay, keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, I don't understand when because you were saying about the guy who goes out for smokes when you're having your chemo and that. I don't understand people. I just really don't understand. You know, like if I had a condition that was caused by and could aggravate and make it worse or whatever by something that I was doing, I would stop doing that thing. Or maybe he's just thinking, I'm sure my mum thought like this, maybe he's just thinking, well, it doesn't matter now, I've got the cancer, what's the worst that can happen?
You know, why go through treatment? I mean, what is that's what I don't understand. What is the point of going through treatment if you've got that attitude? Because the whole point of treatment is to make you better. And if you're smoking, you're not actually helping yourself to get better, are you?
No.
That's what I can't wrap my head around. Because, like I said, as soon as I was told what was happening with me, I stopped smoking, and it's the best decision I ever made. And I couldn't believe how easy it was for me to stop smoking. And I can't believe I didn't do it before. 20 most common causes of cancer death in the UK. By far and away, the biggest is lung cancer.
Okay.
21%. And it's males that are the biggest ones that die. Second biggest cancer is bowel cancer.
Oh, right. It's still up there then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Prostate cancer. There's no women that have died from prostate cancer in the UK.
Oh, sorry. The transgender community and the people fighting for them would disagree.
Well, yes, this is where the identifies as becomes a bit complicated, isn't it? Fourth is breast cancer. Fifth is pancreas. Six is cancer of an unknown primary. That's normally something like one of the fastest cancers is cancer of the esophagus, because you don't know you've got it until it's spread to your other organs and it's caused all the damage.
Pancreas is the same.
Yeah, pancreas is the same. Liver cancer is another one. Bladder cancer. Brain, other CNS and intracranial tumours. Which reminds me, I've got to tell you about my scan in a minute. And lastly, at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is what I've got, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. To tell you about my scan, I've got an appointment for a scan on the 22nd. And
is that early or
no? It's
planned?
midterm, right? I'm halfway through my chemotherapy now. I've got 6. Initially, they give you 6 cycles on a 21-day, and I'm halfway through my chemotherapy now.
Oh, that's going quick, thankfully.
Well, yeah, it's once every 3 weeks. That's only been 9 weeks. No, that's the initial. That's the initial chemotherapy. And what they do is halfway through, they give you a scan to determine how it's going, to determine what the course of treatment is. If it's going slowly, they'll extend it. If it's going quickly, they might change it. We don't know. It's a mid-treatment scan. I had a scan just before we started, and I'm having a scan on the 22nd, but I've noticed my scan's different. Normally, my scan, they ask for a chest and abdomen scan. This time, they've asked for a scan from the base of the brain to the bottom of the spine.
Oh.
Which is a bit of a worry.
Oh. Base of the
brain to the bottom of the basically the entire spine.
Yeah.
So that's the bit that they want. Normally they just ask for the chest to the groin, but this one the doctor's asked for basically my entire torso. So I think she wants to check and see if it's spreading, because I know that in our last meeting she did say that the aim of treatment is to keep you alive, because you do have, because I had a scan when I had my gallbladder out, just before I had my gallbladder out, and it was quite noticeable then how many tumours I had then. So I think they're concerned it might be spreading, which is why they put me on this very powerful chemo. So I don't know. It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult.
Yes. Well, when do you get the results from that?
I don't. The results go to the haematologist.
No, I meant when do you find out whether?
I've got an appointment on the 25th, so I'll probably find out then. So I've got the scan on the 22nd, and I've got chemo on the 25th, and I've got a haematology appointment on the 25th. They're in the same building. They'll actually come and see me while I'm having treatment.
Oh, that's good.
And she'll probably have the results then, because basically what it is, it's a bit strange, because it's not the haematologist that interpret the scans. It's a radiologist that interpret the scans, then give those details to the haematologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we shall find out.
She'll find out. So we'll find out. But yeah, I just found it a bit strange that this guy, and I know what Micky says. He says that he doesn't think that, maybe he thinks that he's got nothing else to lose. But I just don't understand the attitude of why you wouldn't want to help yourself. I mean, I will do anything I can to get better, Tracy. I mean, they told me to stop smoking, I've stopped smoking. They told me to stop drinking, I've stopped drinking. If they tell me to stop breathing, I've got a bit of a fucking problem.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So I really don't know. I really can't understand. I've got a photograph of him. Did you see it?
Of
the guy?
No. Where did you post that?
Oh, hang on, I'll find it. I actually took a photograph of him because I was so.
Oh yes, sitting at what looked like a bus stop.
It's not a bus stop. It's the.
No, it's a smoking shelter.
Yeah,
but that I just remembered it was because I thought you were saying it was from obviously this week, and obviously it's not. But I remember now, yes. But God.
I think I've deleted it. Hang on, I'll have a look. I think I've deleted it. Yeah, I have. I've deleted it.
You can't delete any stuff like that.
I tend not to keep photographs of random strangers on my timeline, for obvious reasons. No, I've deleted it.
Oh.
He was sitting right underneath the no smoking sign, so
Oh,
I was quite amazed.
there is.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
So that's all I've caught in the news. Though. I've caught the news about Elon Musk. He's having another Twitter. It's about the third day running now. He's had a Twitter meltdown. Have you watched that?
Yeah.
I thought you were an avid Twitter fan.
I haven't been much on Twitter recently, actually. Just because some days I've got enough time to scroll. What I did see was that Stephen Fry has had a hissy fit and left Twitter again. It's his fourth time.
Is it his fourth time now?
Yeah, it's his fourth time. He was one of the early adopters of Twitter, and he really championed Twitter, and that's why a lot of people joined. And then he left 3 times. This is his 4th time.
Okay.
And he's joined. I can't remember what it's called now, but he's joined like it's a decentralized social media thingy that's like Twitter, but it's not Twitter.
Diaspora.
No.
MeWe.
No. It's something like Mondeo.
Mastodon.
Yes, I think that's it.
Mastodon, yeah.
Right, so he's joined that, and I'm scrolling through the Twitter thing about Stephen Fry, the hashtag Stephen Fry, and I'm trying to find out why has he done this now, and the only thing that I could work out was that he's done it because it's him saying I don't agree with the blue tick situation, but he didn't actually say that. It's what everybody is presuming. So I haven't actually got the bit. It's not like I just want to know: is he left because Elon Musk is now the owner, or has he left because of the blue tick situation, or is it from something else? Oh no. Yeah.
I don't know. I know that he's taken 12.5 million followers with him. Well, he had 12.5 million followers. Whether those 12.5 million followers have gone with him, I don't know.
A lot of people were saying that they've gone to it. They've never tried it before, and they've gone to it because of Stephen Fry. Right.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just thought it was interesting because it's I hadn't heard of it before. So yeah. So I was like I said, I was looking down, I was reading down, and trying to work out why has he left. And there's nothing that I could. People had screenshot his goodbye, which he'd done in Scrabble letters, and then he closed his account. And then I just couldn't find where people were going. So Stephen Fry has left because of this. No. It was just confusing. So yeah. So that was something that I saw on Twitter, but I haven't managed to sit here and doom scroll through all my through all the stuff and things, just because I've just been busy. I wasn't feeling too good at the weekend, and now I've just been busy the last couple of days trying to get my own shit sorted. You know what it's like when you fall into the rabbit hole of social media, and then like 5 hours later it's dinner time, and you think, oh shit, all I've done is read posts.
No, I don't anymore. I actually since Facebook have banned me, I've come to realise just how much time I actually wasted on Facebook.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You know what it's like from before.
Yeah.
You fall down the rabbit hole of social media, and you just go, I'll just have a quick look and see what people are saying, and then 5 hours later, like I said, it's dinner time, and you go, and it's dark, and you go, oh, I've lost the afternoon where I was going to do this shit, and I've done that shit instead. So yes.
Okay.
Neep says, I quit Facebook a while ago. Don't miss it at all.
I did miss it when Facebook banned me, because I've been banned permanently from Facebook. But when Facebook banned me, I was extremely gutted. It really hurt me because I've got 1,500 friends on there, and I used to enjoy the social interaction with them. But I discovered just how false the friends on Facebook really are. And I'm not missing it at all now. It's been 4 weeks since they banned me, and I'm not missing it at all. I've actually managed to get some stuff done that I wanted to get done, and I've really managed to get back. And you can see the state of my fingers. Or can you see the state of my fingers? I've got paint all over them because I've really got back into my modelling again. Not catwalk modelling. I'm talking about scale models, which I really enjoy. I don't do catwalk modelling. I've got the perfect face for radio in that respect. but I'm getting back into that, and I'm getting back into doing some of the things that I enjoy doing. Like I'm learning PHP coding. I'm all right with PHP coding, but I'm improving myself because I've started to install a lot more software that uses PHP, and I'm refreshing my memory on that and learning all about it. And I've just, funny enough, talking about that, I've just looked at Mastodon, and it's open source software, which means that it's done in PHP, and I can get in there and do it. So yeah, and I don't miss Facebook at all. And the worst thing about Facebook is, since I've been banned from Facebook, I've been doing a lot of research about Facebook, and it's actually frightening how much data Facebook capture about people and what they do with it. How much your private messages on Messenger aren't private. Your Instagram messages aren't private. Your WhatsApp messages aren't private. All right. Facebook capture all the data you talk about. Everything, absolutely everything you talk about, Facebook capture, and they sell it. And they sell it to people like Alphabet, which is why Tracy will tell you that her news feed has been full of things that she's never chatted about on Facebook, but she's chatted possibly in Messenger. Which reminds me, Tracy, on my old Facebook account, I found a message from you. Yeah.
What the fuck was the thing?
It was inviting me to a Christmas party.
Fucking hell. Was it a Christmas party or my birthday party?
Hang on, I'll go on to Facebook and I'll tell you. Just talk for a minute and I'll tell you.
It might have been my 40th birthday party.
I'll tell you. I'll actually bump the message up. Have you got Facebook running?
Yeah. That's so funny. God, I'm glad it was a clean one. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I've got it open. Let me know when you've sent it. It was probably my from 2011, which would have been my 40th birthday party. Oh, actually, no, you changed thingies, didn't you?
This was my old Facebook. This is the one that I had to get rid of because.
And you got rid of that in about. You would have got rid of that before my 40th. So, I wonder what Christmas party that was. Jesus.
You sent it on the 26th of the 11th, 2009 at 0:33. And it said, "You're cordially invited to my Christmas, Xmas, Yule, midwinter soiree, piss up drinky booze. Date Saturday the 19th of December, time 7 p.m, till the last person leaves, falls over. Place, blah, blah, blah. Please bring a bottle and if you want a friend. Please reply so I know numbers."
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to... Oh, I think I know what this was. I didn't get much uptake because everybody does their own thing at Christmas. But I think I know which one this was, and I've got photos. But was it my place? It was at my place.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah. No, I remember that one. I remember. I had a handful of people came, and it was a laugh. It was a laugh, and I did food and things, and I think the pictures are up on my Facebook. But 2009, did you say? I'm just gonna have a quick look and see if it's the one that I remember. Albums.
Yeah, I agree, Neepin. It would have been. Actually, I did ditch the face. I didn't ditch the Facebook account. I just stopped using it. I stopped using it because that was my original Facebook account. I mean, I have had that account since 2004. Since I first heard about Facebook. Unfortunately, during 2009, me and my then wife split up. Now, we had a lot of mutual friends, and it was causing a lot of issues for me because our mutual friends divided into... Tracy never. Tracy was a mutual friend, but a lot of our mutual friends divided into camps. They were either on her side or on my side, and I didn't like that at all because I didn't want that because I've never actually ever discussed publicly, and Tracy will confirm this, I've never discussed publicly why me and my wife split up.
Oh, that's true. You haven't.
I haven't, and I won't. I'm just telling you we did split up because that's a known fact, and I will never discuss. That's nobody else's business, right? Nobody in the world needs to know. But of course, what happened was my ex went round and told everybody her version of the things, And everybody, it's strange that people automatically believed her version without checking with me, even though I was saying nothing. They assumed that her version was the truth, and it's something about Facebook that if it's on Facebook, it must be true. Do you know what I mean, Tracy?
Yeah.
So she was saying things that weren't true, but people were automatically believing her. Now, my current partner, Sean, I've known since before I split up with my wife. And one of the things that came out of this was the rumour got around, perpetuated by my ex, that I had an affair with Sean, which is why we split up. But it's not true at all. Absolutely not true at all. I didn't even meet Sean for the first time until a good 6 months after me and my wife had split up. But I'd known her chatting the same way as I know Tracy. I mean, you couldn't accuse me and Tracy of having an affair. We're friends. I've known Tracy for like nearly 20 years. Well, no, it's true though, isn't it, Tracy?
No, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like doing the comedy eyebrows every now.
Oh right, okay. You know what I mean? So the rumour got around, and it was automatically believed, and it divided into camps. And these people started giving Sean grief over it, and she'd done absolutely nothing wrong. So I thought, right, the easiest thing to do is just dump that Facebook, dump all of the troublemakers that are causing all this shit, and just start a new Facebook account and just have people that are friends or neutral on it, which is what I did. And I completely forgot that I had that Facebook account until Facebook banned me. And then I asked them if I could have another account, and they said, you've already got another account, and gave me the details. For fuck's sake, you know. Because they said you can't have another account without our permission, so I asked them. And they gave me the details. Yeah, it's just crazy. Well, that's it, Neepig. That's the thing. What I discovered is there's 3 sides to every story. It's not 2 sides like people say. There's 3 sides to every story. There's my story, there's her story, and then there's the truth.
Yeah.
And my answer is now, as it was then. If you're going to judge me by just one side without my version, then you're not a friend of mine. And you'll have to accept that I'm never going to talk about it. Never going to talk about it because it's nobody's business but ours. I'll talk about my first wife. My God, my first wife, she cheated on me with 4 different men.
I thought it was going to be like getting your toes involved.
No. It was 4 different. It was 4 different men before I caught her, and then another 3 afterwards.
God.
Somebody the other day asked me. Somebody the other day said to me. They said, "Do you know what, Tracy? Let's talk about that for a minute." Somebody the other day said to me, "You have no idea what it's like to feel violated." And I thought, don't I? I'll tell you what it's like to feel violated. I'll tell you what feeling violated is. It's when your wife has an affair with your best friend and they're upstairs in your bed, in your bedroom, fucking away while you're at work, and then you come home that night and you think you've got a normal family life and your wife acts like everything's normal, and you go to bed in the same bed that she's been fucking your best mate in. And then you find out. That's what feeling violated feels like.
One of my sayings has always been never shit on your own doorstep. You know, I mean, it's bad enough that she did it, but in your bed.
In my own, that's my private space.
My mum actually did something fairly similar. She was still in the marriage with my dad, but things were getting bad. And I got home one day to find my dad really upset with my mum because he caught my mum fucking their friend in my bed.
Oh, your bed?
In my bed. Yeah, my bed. Lovely. Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, great. And then she had all these big plans that she was going to run away to Scotland with him and take all us with her. And I was like, it didn't happen. I was like, yeah, that's not happening. But just, I was like, ooh, this man who I didn't like him anyway. It was all right once I got to know him after they'd split up. But at the time, he was he was a wedge in the family. It wasn't so much that my mum and dad were going to separate and divorce, and they didn't divorce over that. But it wasn't so much that. It was just the fact that he was just this irritating kind of big mouth drunk. And they were fucking in my bed. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for that, Mother. Oh, she's in my hall cupboard. I'll go and tell her off in a minute again. So I keep her around so I can shout at her every now and then. Thanks, Mum.
But that's what it feels like to be violated, especially. I mean, I actually loved my first wife, and it really, really hurt me. Do you know what, Tracy? It took me years and years and years to get over it. This happened 32 years ago now, but now I look back and I realise that was probably the best thing that she ever could have done. Because
exactly.
My life since then has been quite happy, and more importantly, right, is since then I've had 2 very good, long, stable relationships. She's hardly had any. She's gone from bloke to bloke to bloke, and she's on her own again at the moment, and she's getting old. She's the same age as me, 62. No, she's 63 now, and she's on her own again. And I'm thinking to myself, so it wasn't me that was the problem then.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's the same with my first. We weren't married, but my first fellow who I had the kids with. And he turned out to be a cheating bastard, and he did the same to the one that he cheated on. The one that he cheated on when we were together. No, cheated with when we were together. He then cheated on her, but with the woman that he's with now. But he hasn't made anything of his life. He's literally gone from he hasn't had a job ever. And his life has just been sitting in the kitchen drinking cider, and that's not a life. And now it's got to the point where he's got such bad arthritis in his back, he's collapsing, and he's got some kind of neurological condition as well, and things like this. And the best thing that's come out of his life are our 2 kids.
Yeah.
That's the best thing he's done in his life. But he didn't raise them. He didn't raise them at all. It was a pain in the arse to try to get him to babysit, because he'd say to me, "Well, don't see why I should babysit your children." My children? Your children, while you're going out to have fun. And I'm just, they're your kids. And sometimes he'd say, "I could take you to court and go for custody." And I'd go on then. Have some responsibility. And obviously he never did. So yeah. But at the time when I was with him, it was like, because I started going out with him when I was really young. And obviously at the time that I was with him, I was thinking, this is it. This is great. The only thing that would put the cherry on the top of this is if he got a good job and we ended up buying a house, or all the dreams of the fairy tale and everything. And it fucking didn't happen. He just got worse and then left. And I'm glad because I would then have not have had the life since, and I wouldn't have met Andy.
Yeah. So, it's funny how that happens. Although I did have that dream, I wanted the whole thing. I wanted the family. I wanted my own house, and I did. With my first wife, we bought a house. And I'll tell you something, right? After I caught her cheating, she just carried on, and she just carried on with other blokes, right? And you can't stop somebody from doing that. Did you know that, Tracy? You can't actually stop. She decided that she was just going to go out and do it. She never did it in the house again, but she just decided she was going to go out and do it. And there's nothing I could do to stop her. And I felt quite powerless, because you can't keep her a prisoner in the house, and you can't lock her out of the house, especially not when you've got a mortgage in joint names. And this went on for a couple of years. It was just really depressing me. And then one day she come home and she said, "I've really met somebody that I really like." I'll tell you about this. She said, "I've really met somebody I really like. Is there any chance you could move out?"
And you went,
"Fuck off." I said, "I don't know about you, but I happen to love my 4 children, and there is nothing on this planet that will separate me from my 4 children. If you want to have a relationship with this bloke and live with him, you go fuck off." So she did. She left me and the kids. Right? Unfortunately, it meant that I had to go. As soon as she left, I had to give up work because there was nobody to look after the kids during the day or during the weekend, because she'd gone off with this other bloke. So I had to give up work, which meant I defaulted on the mortgage, which meant I lost my house and it was repossessed. Which again was a good thing, because then I got the house that I'm in now, and I've been here 32 years. No, I haven't. I've been here 35 years. 35. Hang on. I've been here 35 years.
And
I love it. Yeah. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. But I lost my house and it was repossessed. And she left me with a load of debt and everything else. And she was with this bloke for 5 years until he cheated on her.
What goes around comes around.
What goes around comes around. Yeah, what goes around comes around. And he kicked her out. So I was quite, I'm not someone that.
Exactly, karma. I totally believe in karma. It doesn't happen instantly, but it comes around. When like something happens, you think, oh, I wish that they'd get run over by a truck tomorrow. That doesn't happen. Karma works more subtly, and it may take years, but it happens.
Yeah, I know.
You may not even know that it's happened because you're not in contact with a person, but there's something in their life that's going to be. I totally believe in karma. One thing that when I split up with the kid's dad,
I'm sorry, Tracy. I need to have a wee, but I can still hear you. So carry on talking while I'm having a wee.
I was going to say, go on then. One thing that when I split up with the kids, when the kid's dad left, is that I wish I had married him, because then we could have divorced and it would have been clean. It would have been a clean-cut divorce. Whereas as it was, it lingered. Not us, not him and me, but the annoyance lingered for ages, with him trying to dictate what I could and couldn't do, and to the kids and all that. I mean, he used to come around and steal money off me, for God's sake. He used to break into where I had my money hidden. It didn't matter where I hid the money, he could find it again. Whereas if we'd actually had the proper divorce, down the line, split, gone, then I would have had legal recourse of having proper access arrangements. You know what I mean? Proper access arrangements, like through the court, it would have gone, right, you have the kids every other weekend and once during the week and stuff like that. But because we didn't have, that's the only reason that I wish that I had been married to him, because we could have had a nice clean divorce and fucked off, rather than having the years of him lingering, getting involved with my life. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not angry about it now. I just like, when you remember what it was like and you remember the emotions from back then. That's my
yeah exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, Andrew. Yeah, Andrew's met him and he knows perfectly well what a dick this guy is. He's just like, people, not a lot of people, but people, particularly actually the woman that he's with at the moment, that my ex is with at the moment, kind of like go, oh, but when you love your first, your first love, or no, not first love, the man that you have kids with, you will love forever. And I'm like, no. And she's like, but you do, because I think she still loves her kid's dad. And I'm like, no, not at all. And do you know what? If he was the last man on earth, I would run in the opposite direction. There is literally nothing there. I tolerate him on a friendship level because I've got 2 kids with him, and I quite like his girlfriend. His partner's a bit of a laugh. But apart from that, no, I wouldn't care if I didn't see him again, to be honest. So.
I heard what you said about access arrangements and everything else, but I'm coming back to what was said about karma. That's one thing that I'm 60. I'm 63 in a couple of weeks. That's one thing I have. That's one thing I have learned in my life. Right, you don't have to push or drive karma. Mm-hmm. Karma happens all by itself. Everybody in my life that's wronged me, right? Karma has got them, and I've had to do nothing to drive it. My first wife, I've had to do nothing to drive it, right? And the karma has just come back, and people often say to me, the people that know me say, do you feel bitter about it? And I say, no. And you still friends with her? Yes, I'm still friends with her, like you. We have 4 kids together. In fact, on Christmas Day last year, she was at my youngest daughter's house for Christmas dinner. And I had my youngest son and my eldest daughter round here on Christmas Day for dinner here. And my youngest daughter was hosting her mother for Christmas Day. And my youngest daughter phones me up on Christmas morning and said, Dad, can you help? My cooker's gone wrong. Now, my current partner, Sean, she's brilliant. She overcooks at Christmas any time. I said, yeah, Louise, bring your family round here. And she said, well, I've got mum with me. And I said, yeah, she can come round. So
Yeah.
I actually had my ex-wife round for Christmas dinner. And I quite enjoyed that because I didn't say anything to her. I mean, yeah, we talked, we're civil. I didn't say anything to her, but in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, you sit there and watch me play Happy Families, it must fucking hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been nice. I've been nice. I mean, you know, and I'm unlike you. I don't know. I've been married and divorced twice. I have no idea who either of my ex-wives have for partners. I haven't got a clue.
Mm.
I've got absolutely no interest in it at all. No interest in knowing. Really haven't got a clue. But like I say, the Karma is something that I've never had to drive. You, Tracy, you've known me and my second wife. You've seen how I've acted over it. You've never seen me go into one anywhere over it, have you?
No.
I don't need to. And I'm not saying whether karma has happened or not, because I don't, like I say, I don't talk about that. Yeah. But I've never had to drive karma, and everybody that's wronged me, it's come back and hurt them. I had, I don't know if Micky's still listening. Are you still listening, Micky? I don't think he is because he's not on Discord. I had a similar childhood to Micky, and I was wronged by two people as a child, and they both died very, very painful deaths. One in prison, and one a very long, slow, painful death. And I had to do nothing, absolutely nothing at all to help that along, and I quite enjoyed that.
Oh yeah. The woman that my ex, the kid's dad, went off with when I was pregnant, by the way, and just before Christmas, so that was nice. See, that was all the stuff that was just like, really. Yeah, she wasn't a nice person at all. The one that he's with now, lovely. I mean, she's got her foibles, but I don't have to live with her, so that's all right. But she's really funny. But the one he went off with was just an awful person, just shoplifted all the time, and got away with it. The police would be handing her back the stuff that she'd nicked. They were eating like steak and champagne over there where they were living. And I was scraping by on fuck all because he was stealing the money off me. And she used to beat him up, and there was all this stuff, and then she got pregnant by him, and she was like, I don't give a fuck about this baby, and literally drank bottles of vodka until about 4 or 5 months. She had a late miscarriage. The baby couldn't survive, obviously, because she'd been drinking so much, and she was just honestly, there's loads more to that story. She's an abhorrent person. And in 1999, I think it was, I remember I was working at Woolworths. I got a phone call from one of the ex's family saying, oh, you know, such and such has died today. And I was like, really? And I had to take 5 minutes upstairs having a cigarette because she died of multiple organ failure, and it was quite a long, drawn-out process.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what a shame. What a shame. You know, like, what a shame.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then the other person I couldn't stand in my life, he died. Not the ex, one of my mum's bastard partners, and he died after a long illness. And I thought, oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you know, oh, boo-hoo. And people say you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, and I'm like, I don't care. I didn't like them in life. Why would I be nice to them now that they're dead?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Exactly. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy that I'm quite happy that several people in my life have died.
I'd fucking dance on their graves if I knew where they were. only those two people though. I'm not, and it wasn't a thing that I hated them, but they were just abhorrent people. You know, everyone has flaws, but these two people had no willingness or remorse or anything, no willingness to change themselves or look at themselves and think, well, why am I like this and what can I change? Because, you know, like I said, you know, if there's something about me that is awful or something, then I try to change it. I used to have a really, really bad temper. I think it was hormonal, but now I know when I can feel the temper rising.
Yeah.
And I don't go into what's the point? You know, I like my cups. I used to smash cups and smash plates cups and things. I know I like my cups. So I just spend a lot of life being quite laid back now, because what's the point? What's the point? I end up with I've broken something and I've lost my shit in my head, and I look like a twat, and I'm a crying mess, and it hasn't solved anything. So I just prefer to be horizontally relaxed. Anyway, yes. Karma.
Yeah, karma. I'm glad. It's funny. It's funny actually. With my relationship with Sean, it took Sean quite a while to get used to me, because she'd come from 2 relationships where her previous husbands had been very abusive, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
And I've never raised a hand to a woman in my life, despite all the provocation of my first wife. I've never raised a hand to a woman in my life, and I wouldn't. I'm not that sort of person. If you're a man and you upset me, you'll know about it. But I've never ever physically hit a woman or abused them in any way. And it took Sean years to get over that. And now I remember if I'd lose my temper, I'd shout, and she'd quiver in the corner, but she doesn't anymore. She just shouts back at me, and I love that. But yeah, it's funny, the relationships. And I quite often say to Sean, I wish that I'd met you when I was 18. And she says, she slaps me down and brings me back down to earth and said, yeah, but we were different people then, and it might not have worked. And I thought, well, that's true, yeah. That's true.
Me and Andy have had similar conversations, because the thing is, had I met Andy,
He's a bit younger than you, isn't he? He's like 13, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it. He had I met him at the time that I had met my ex, the first ex, the kid's dad. I say first ex and second ex because I've had 3 long-term relationships. Andy's the third. But had I met him at that time, Andy would have been 13. No, he wouldn't. He'd have been 12, 11 or 12. So obviously that wouldn't have worked. So let's move on to the next one. I was 20 when I met the next one. So that means Andy would have been about 16. And I was not, I've said to Andy before, I was not into younger men anyway. And at 20 and having a 16-year-old boyfriend would not have worked. They're like boys still. And I was into the older man, not older man, but I was into the older man then. I was into older man, more mature, like in their 30s, taller than me and all this kind of stuff. But when I did meet Andy, I was 27, he was 23, but he was not like a 23-year-old. His brain has always been 35. So we clicked because he still had that mature brain.
Did you hear that, Andy? She just said you've got an IQ of 35. Go on, carry on, Tracy.
Not an IQ, the age. You know, like when you've got a mental age of, I'm always about 19 or 20 in my head, whereas Andy is about 35. He always had that sort of sensibleness, but not boring. Just like a more mature head.
Yeah.
He wasn't going out to clubs every night and getting shit faced and then falling into the road puking and stuff like that. You know. Is it because old men own more cups? We were almost the same age, so we could talk about like programs that we remember from our early days, our young what do you call it, childhood, and also music from our childhood and stuff like this. But you know, he just wasn't like one of any of the other 23-year-olds who were out there wanting to go out getting pissed every night and stuff like that. It was great, and so that's why we clicked and it carried on. So, well, how did we start saying about that? Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, meeting. Yeah, so we met at the right time. Had we met a couple of years earlier, it would have been the wrong time, because for me, he would have been too young. He'd have been 20 years old, and in my head, 20 would have just been a little bit too young for me. But had he been 20 years old, but with a 35-year-old brain, you never know. And I was in a relationship at the time anyway, so.
Yeah.
You're 47 at the moment? Yeah, I know. What do you want to announce?
Unfortunately, Tracy, I've got to end the stream because one of the problems that I have is that the tiredness suddenly hits me like a switch going off.
That's all right. I've got a nice cake waiting for me. I've got sticky toffee pudding and custard.
You've got what? A nice...
sticky toffee pudding and custard waiting for
You'll
me.
get fat.
I know my live figure. I was going to have it before the stream, and I thought no, I'll have it after the stream because that'll keep you awake.
All right.
With the thought of that. So thanks for that. Was that Mickey or was that you?
No, that wasn't me. I'm not.
Mickey!
That'll be Micky doing the eggs. Micky will be back on Friday, and shall I let him talk about Matt Hancock?
I think you should.
All right.
I think you should because I mean, see, at the end of the day, I think what it is we're driven by what the viewers are talking about, and that's what the conversation was.
Yeah, well, that was best pal, right? You know, I mean, this is a man that sticks fireworks in his ears and lights them. You know, you can't exactly count on him on being sensible, can you?
No, exactly. But it's just because it's a current topic, and because none of us watch that program, and none of us like Matt Hancock, and it's just the fact that Matt Hancock is doing a popular program, where he has to eat bugs and scream like a girl. So it's brilliant.
Okay. I get the picture. I'm not going to watch it, but I get the picture, right? I'm not
watching it either. I'm not watching it either. Just don't switch me off again because I just like having a rant about that twat. Twat Hancock. Or twat wankcock.
Well, there you go. Look, I'll put that in the title. We can have a rant.
Yes, there you go.
Nor am I what?
Nor am I watching.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. You can have a,
none of.
I'll put that in the title. We'll have a rant about Matt Hancock on Friday, all right?
Yeah, but you've also got to You've also got to talk about the Armistice Day and everything.
Yes, it's a very important day, Friday. I'm very aware of that.
Yeah, because of the the relevance of.
Yeah, very aware of that. Very aware of Friday. I mean, it's like I say, I should, and I forget who coined the phrase, but I think it's a beautiful phrase. They gave our tomorrows for our yesterdays, and.
Oh, I heard you saying that. No, was it the other day? You said it on Monday. I looked it up. It's actually they gave their todays for our tomorrows.
All right, okay. It's
something like that.
All right, okay.
They gave their todays because they died today for us to live for the
future. Who said it?
Something like that. Oh Jesus! Do you want me to do that again? I did look it up. Hold on.
Because like Micky said, and Micky, I mean, obviously Micky was in the army, so it's very important to him. But
John Maxwell Edmonds.
Okay, never heard of him.
For your tomorrows, they gave their today.
Yeah. Okay, I'll remember that in future. For your tomorrows, they gave their todays. Right, okay. But it is very important that we remember this isn't just for the First World War. Although it did start because of the First World War, it's for all the war dead. Throughout the wars. And yeah, it is.
Also, can you give a special mention to the animals who died in
the service animals? Yes, I can.
I can't remember what colour the poppy is for that. I think it's purple.
I think it's blue.
Could be blue because of the Blue Cross.
But that also will mention the Dickens Medal.
Oh, it's purple. Yes, it's purple.
The Dickens Medal will mention as well. Because service animals get that's their version of the Victoria Cross.
Oh right, I see. Sorry, I was just reading what Micky put. I've just
Yeah, when you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow we gave out a day. Exactly. So it's a very important day. Are you joining us Friday, Tracey?
I'm not sure what's happening. I've got a feeling I may be babysitting.
Right.
And depending on what's happening, I may pop in on the chat. I'm going to have to see what's happening because I was supposed to be babysitting last weekend and it didn't happen. And she mentioned it in the week and I ignored it. Mum, can you be a granny? What's that you say? Can I just what's that over there? All right, listen. Let's.
But it is a very important day, and yes, I want to pay homage to all of our war dead, including the Gurkhas.
Yes.
Because I think that, and I don't know what other people think, but I think that if it wasn't for Joanna Lumley, we would still be shitting on the Gurkhas, and I think that's. I don't know whether you know the history of the Gurkhas, Tracey, but the Gurkhas aren't actually British. But they fight in the British Army as mercenaries from Nepal. Now, I honestly believe that if you are inducted into an army and you are prepared to lay down your life for that country's army, that gives you the right of citizenship.
Yeah.
Something the Gurkhas never got until Joanna Lumley kicked off about it a few years back.
Yes.
And
I agree, and it's also on a lesser level than war. When we invited lots of people from the Caribbean to come over and do the jobs that we couldn't do because we'd lost people in the war, so like the bus drivers and stuff like that, and then only
yes, Mickey, exactly, and an equivalent pension too, right and all.
Yeah. Only for our Home Office to then turn around and just be like, well, you don't have citizenship, you can fuck off back to your own country. And we're like, hang on a minute. This country was happy to welcome these people over, invite these people over to do the jobs we couldn't do, and yet now you're saying they can't be British citizens so they can go back to their own country.
Well, the thing about the Gurkhas that reminds me about it, the reason I was going to mention it, Tracey, is because one of the little known facts about the Gurkhas is we never celebrated their deaths in Remembrance Day until before Joanna Lumley. Which literally, they were just like, they fought for us, they died for us, but we didn't care. But now it's...
But we basically treated them like slaves.
Yeah,
just like
it did. And so that they'll be mentioned. That's very important we mention that. But like you say, the people come over from the Caribbean. But yeah, anyway, look, I've really got to go because I'm absolutely shattered. And I'm up at the hospital all day tomorrow. And I've got to go. I'll post that camera out to you tomorrow as well, Mickey. It's my day off posting it.
Right.
And I'll see you Friday.
I'm back on Saturday evening, and Mickey and Steve are here tomorrow.
No, Friday.
Friday. Sorry, I meant to say Friday, and the mouth said tomorrow. So Friday for Mickey and Steve, and I'm back on Saturday, and it might be Mickey on Saturday as well if he finishes gaming. Well played.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to catch him to play some gaming, to do some streaming with him, but we'll see. Right, let's load my goodbye page. Let's say goodbye to Reddit. Goodbye to my 2 viewers on Reddit.
They were lively tonight, weren't they?
Yeah, they were chatting our ears off. 2 more streams on Reddit to go, and I will look into that now. Right, I'll see you all on Friday, people. Yep, see you Friday, Mickey. See you Friday, Tracey. And that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Night time. I know I hadn't fucking switched it on. There we go. Right, let's run the faces. Let's come back and run that again. Right. Okay. We'll run that again so that it works. Right. Now we'll run it so that it says goodbye properly. Right, there we go. Oh, what's this one? Oh, I've got a new one. There we go. Right. Yeah, I'll put Man. We can have a bitch about Matt Hancock on Friday. Right. Oh, Friday for the gaming. Yeah, well, I can't. I'm at the hospital all day tomorrow. Right. Okay, I'll see you later, Tracey. Bye.